theme, and it's called Hello Ladybug Online Bingo. Now, when I say online, I mean that it is going to be a Zoom call, and we'll all play bingo via Zoom. And you'll get that Zoom link closer to the bingo night, okay? So I am actually offering a Ladybug class plus the bingo. So you really cannot beat it, especially for the price. And I'm gonna tell you about that now, all right? So I just pulled this up on my computer. This is going to be a page that you're going to be able to click and go to and get all the information, okay? So I realize you may not be able to see it too well. Oh, there, I just enlarged it. So there we are. Hello Ladybug Online Bingo Thursday night. You do need to be in the United States to play, okay? All right, so you'll fill out this form right here, okay? And you're gonna find the link over on my blog. You're gonna find it on my Facebook page, and you'll find it under Facebook events, and all of this will launch tomorrow, okay? So now I'm gonna tell you what it's all about. Let's see, the event is $42, and it includes your online class, okay? And it includes a Busy Bee swag bag. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. It's going to include your 4 bingo cards and prizes if you win any, okay? All right, so registration, this is what your $42 will include, okay? It includes 4 rounds of bingo. The prizes will be valued at about $30 to $35. It includes your Hello Ladybug class. I'll be giving you tips and tricks on using the Ladybug stamp set as well as the bundle. You won't want to miss this class. It's going to be a class very similar to what I teach on Wednesday nights. So it is a quality class that you will receive. We will be making 4 make and take projects using the Hello Ladybug bundle. Now, I am actually going to mail these 4 make and takes to you, all right? And so the $42 also includes shipping. So anything I ship to you, it's included in that $42, okay? So your shipping is, you're going to receive an exclusive Busy Bee swag bag. Now let me tell you what's in the Busy Bee bag. There's going to be Stampin' Up product in there. And it's going to be product that we use to make your make and take cards. You're going to also get your 4 kits, and you're going to get your bingo card supplies, everything you need to play bingo. And all of that is shipped to you. You'll also get a door prize entry ticket for everyone who signs up, all right? Now, there are additional options, okay, to make this even more fun. You can purchase 2 additional grand prize cards. That means you get to play in the grand prize game. That's the 5th game, and you'll get special cards. And you can purchase the additional cards. You get 2 of them for $10. If you need to add the Hello Ladybug stamp set, you can. And if you need to add the bundle, you can do that as well. Now, deadline to register will be 2 weeks from tonight. So it'll be Wednesday, March 16. The Busy Bee swag bag with all your class supplies and bingo cards will be mailed the week of Monday, March 28th. All right? Fingers crossed, it will arrive before bingo night on April 7. Now, you'll receive an email from me prior to the event with the Zoom information. Now, once you submit this form, I'll send you a PayPal invoice within 1 day for class registration and any options that you've checked, all right? So I'm looking forward to playing bingo with you. And I'm really looking forward to offering you this exclusive Ladybug class. So this is the rest of the form. You actually fill this out. You'll put your email, your name, your mailing address, and then you can check off anything extra that you might need, all right? And then you'll click submit, you'll hit send, and I will get the information and I will send you that invoice, all right? So that's in a nutshell. You'll hear more about it as the days and the weeks go by, but I'm hoping you'll sign up and let's all just make this a success, all right? So that's the bingo. Now, do you have any questions for me? Can you think of anything that I can answer your questions with? All right, let me know. And I'll do that, and then I'm going to show you some Ladybug projects. Oh, you can do it. You can do it on your phone, Deborah. That's no problem, as long as you're okay with that. That's fine if you want to do bingo from your phone. All right. Thank you, Gail. Hi, Cheryl. I'm going to go back and say a few hellos. Hi, Kathleen. Hello, Sharon. Hi, Arlene from Ontario. Hi, Irma. Hello, Joanne. Hi, Laura from Prince George. Good to have you tonight. Hi, Kimmy from Charlottesville. You're close to me. Not too far. Hey, Pam. All right, let's see what else we have. Any other comments? Okay, so Simone is asking, I want to know if the price of the products will be those from you or us. It will be from you when we win. We already have the stamp or die. We can change the price. Simone, maybe you and I can chat unless you want to. I'm not sure what you're asking me. Okay. The registration is $42. It includes your make and take supplies, and it includes all shipping. And if I ship the prize, that's taken care of too. Okay. Shanna, do you want to take the class without the bingo? Is that what you're asking me? Hello, Diane. Good to have you tonight. All right. So honestly, it really is a great deal. Your shipping's included. You're going to get a Busy Bee swag bag filled with product, 4 make and takes, and an exclusive class with me. So it's better to go on and do the bingo with it because you might win a Stampin' Up! Prize that I can ship to you. All right? Okay, any other questions? Shanna, I had never considered that. This is the very first time, Shanna, that I am doing online bingo. I've never done it before. It's all new to me, and I've been working really hard trying to figure it out. So I'll have to think about that just because I just don't have the experience to know. Oh, Simone is asking, I want to know if I win on the bingo, can I decide what I want? If you win the first 4 games, Simone, you will get the prizes that I've already selected. But on game 5, if you purchase the extra bingo tickets, then you get to select what you want because you get a Stampin' Up! Gift certificate, okay? All right. Oh, so Kathleen, okay, are y'all talking about bingo, Kathleen? I tell you what, it depends on how many people are gonna play, Jeanne, but I love to spread the love. So once you've won one of the games, I like for somebody else to win another one, just so we can spread it out and have more winners. So that's a great question too. Thank you for asking. Again, ladies, this is all new to me. All right. Well, we are ready to get started. I want to welcome you all tonight. Hello, if I haven't said that tonight. My name is Tammy Shia, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I've been with Stampin' Up! Almost 14 years, ladies. My anniversary is coming up in May, so I am getting there. So happy to have you. Welcome to Facebook Live and the Hive tonight. Now, if you are brand new, I would love it if you said hello, okay? And let us know where you're from, all right? Okay, so we're ready to get started. Cannot wait to show you this cute little card that we're gonna make tonight. So this is a ladybug card. We're gonna work with the ladybug bundle tonight and next Wednesday night. I decided I needed 2 nights of this because I just love it so much. And you can expect ladybug cards just like this, okay? Just like this in online bingo. They will be quality cards, all right? Carol, I will think about it. So Carol asked, I'll be out of town and can't attend the Zoom, but may I purchase the class anyway? You're the second person to ask about purchasing the class. So let me give it some thought and I'll let you know, okay? All right, thank you so much for asking. So this is the first card that we're gonna make this evening, and you open it up. And anybody recognize this designer paper? Shanna, we're so happy to have you tonight. Thank you for joining us. I know, isn't the doily fun? Oh, Tina, I'm so glad you like it. So yeah, you're gonna learn how to make this. Now, do you see the texture? This is real red cardstock. I think you can see the texture there. This is a 3D embossing folder, okay? So we're gonna create this card together. So, all right, here we go. I know, 2 nights of the ladybug, right, Peggy? How can I not? All right, are you ready for the next project? All right, let me show you. I've got this cute little container. All right, some people call this like a yogurt or parfait container. This is the top. And if you take it off, it's filled with ladybug candy. All right, now if you're doing online bingo with me, there are gonna be some ladybugs arriving in your Busy Bee swag bag, okay? So just saying is all. I purchased lots of ladybugs. All right, so I'm gonna show you how to make this super, super cute little container. And I've had this container for a while. You can see the size of it. It's like a yogurt or parfait container. I'm so glad you like it. And I'll give you a link for shopping if you wanna get some of these, all right? So that's what we're gonna make. I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks. And if you like these 2 projects, you'll love next Wednesday night and you'll love my Hello Ladybug online bingo, okay? All right. All righty, well, here we go. Let's start with this one, all right? Hello, Chris. Ladies, thank you so much for all the comments. I will go back through all of them and read them, and I so appreciate the participation. I really do. Oh, that's so sweet, Kimmy. My 16-month-old granddaughter is nicknamed by me Ladybug. Oh, I love it. Love it. The Ladybug candy. Found that at TJ Maxx, and I found it at the checkout where the cash registers are, okay? They always seem to have them there. So look at Home Goods, TJ Maxx. Mine did come from TJ Maxx, okay? So that's a great question too, and I'll try and put all those links and stuff in the comments in the next day or 2, all right? All right, so here we go. This is our sweet little Hello Ladybug. These are all stamped images here, and it has a coordinating ladybug punch, all right? And if some of you, I don't have my catalog right in front of me, but if you know the page number, that would be great. You will find it in the mini catalog, okay? And you're gonna see here, you've got the ladybug body, we've got wings, and we even have dots that we can put over those wings. So I'm gonna teach you a little trick with those tonight. We have a leaf for the ladybug to rest on. And this flower right here can be used with our medium daisy punch. All right, so I'll show you that tonight. We're not going to use the daisy tonight, but I will show it to you, okay, and how to use that. It will coordinate with it. It's got some super cute words. You can bug me anytime. My friend, may your greatest wish come true. Hello, and it's a good day. All right, so super fun. It is photopolymer, and so we will use our Stampin' Pearson mat with that tonight to do our stamping, okay? All right, so where to begin? Let's start with the card base. All right, that's the first thing we'll do. And by the way, I'm gonna move the sampler out of the way now, and this is our very, very last night to order this, okay? To get the kit in the mail. All right, here we go. We're going to be using Real Red card base, all right? I'm gonna go ahead and just pull this away from it. So a Real Red card base. Now this card base is 5.5 inches. Thanks, Anita. Page 20, everybody, for the Ladybug bundle. And this is 8.5 inches. And then I scored it at 4.25 inches. And that's what makes the card base. So the first thing we're going to do tonight is to cut with the basic borders dies. And what I want to do is, I want it to look like this. See this edging right here? It's also stitched. So we're going to use the basic borders, and these are located in the annual catalog. It's one of my favorites to use, and we're going to be using this stitched piece right here, okay? Then once we've done that, we're going to take our 3D embossing folder. This is Tasteful Textures 3D embossing folder. It's in the annual book, and we're going to emboss the card front, okay? And so we'll get started with that, and we're gonna need our Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. Now, I do need to use our standard machine tonight. I'm gonna zoom out. There we go. Because I'm using this card base that's wider than our mini. And by the way, the mini machine is on sale, which I'm sure you already know that. It's 20% off. Okay, so our machine setup, we need a number 1, number 2, and a number 3 cutting plate, all right? Then I'm gonna pull the die here. I'm gonna open this up, just like this, and I am going to lay this right about here. Now, let me move this because I want you to see what I'm doing on this end. I want about the same amount of paper on this side as I do this side, okay? And that looks good. And so now what I'm gonna do is, actually, I think I'll use a Post-it. Y'all know my usual technique. I just kind of hold my breath and run it through. Tonight, I'm actually gonna use a Post-it knife to hold it in place. And we'll go ahead and we will roll that, okay? All right. And there we go. And it should have cut just fine, so let's see. You can see here that it did great. All right, and now I'm gonna pull that Post-it note off. That is a really sticky Post-it note, maybe because it got smashed in the machine. All right, so let me put this die away. And now we're going to use the Tasteful Textures. I just love the texture on the card. We are gonna have to change up, all right? So we've gotta go back to our platform using with the 3D embossing folder. So we need platform 1, the paper and embossing folder, and then a number 4 plate. And that number 4 is the gray one, okay? All right. I'm going to take that embossing folder, and honestly, the very best way for your embossing folders to go through this machine is this way on the folded side. All right, so as you can see here, I'm going to have a little bit maybe of that cardstock that's not going to be embossed, but this really helps your embossing folders so they don't tear or break. So I do want to run it through this way, and then we'll just roll it on through. Sorry for the camera shaking on my foldable table. All right, so here we go, and we've got it. Doesn't that look awesome? And I really hope you can see that texture. All right, so I'm going to move that out of the way. And then we can get back to creating. All right. So I do like to do the inside first on this card, just so I can see that designer paper. So I think we'll do that first. Now, does anyone recognize this designer paper? Not taper. This designer paper is right here. This is what I'm using for the ladybugs, okay? And also with Online Bingo, in your Busy Bee swag bag, you're gonna have designer paper, you're gonna have an embellishment, you're gonna have all kinds of beautiful things, okay? That's gonna be in your swag bag. And this paper right here, I'm trying, Here Together designer paper, I'm thinking is the name of it, but that's what we're using tonight. Now, let's see here. This is measuring about 1.5 inches, and it's going to be 5.5 inches because it's going to go straight across the cardstock. And this measures 4.25 by 5.5. That's not the one I want. Hang on. Is this the one? Nope, that's not it. I just have that piece of paper. There it is. Okay, so 4.25 by 5.5 to fit inside. All right, thank you, Doris. Thank you so much. It's all together designer paper. I think you're right. Hi, Sharon. All right, so here we go. We're gonna add some seal to this, and we're gonna pop this inside the card. Like I said, I like to do this first so that I can just get an idea of what it's gonna look like on the front. And then I'm gonna take that what did I say, 1.25 inches? I could actually use either side. All right, and now we're gonna add that right along there. Okay, so that when we close it, look at that, isn't that beautiful? I know, I need one on my ruler, don't I, Louise? I should have one, absolutely. All right, so now the fun begins, all right, because now we can start on the card. All righty, so let me just move a few things out of the way. Also, I am using the layering circles in this stamp set as well, and I'll try and give you the diameter for those. We are going to start with one of our home and hearth doilies, all right? Okay, Melissa, are you referring to Online Bingo? Is that what you're referring to, or are you talking about something else? All right, we've got a beautiful misty moonlight on this side, and it's whisper white on this side. So the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to add this to the card. And we're gonna actually center it, all right? And by the way, this gets to go home with someone tonight, all right? We are giving this card away, so be sure that you comment. All right, now I've already taken the time to cut my circles, okay? Because they are just very basic circles, all right? The large plates along with the 3D. The size of the large plates, I don't know the size of them. They are in the annual catalog, Anita. Are you talking about the cutting plates and stuff? I want to say 6 inches maybe. 5.5 to 6 inches by, I don't know. I don't know about that one. So, all right. Okay, here we go. We're going to add our scalloped circle, all right? And I have a question for y'all, okay? Do we like this? This is a smaller basic black, all right? I'm gonna zoom in, all right? So you see the scalloped edge. Or do we like this one? All right, now I am gonna stamp it first. So we've got a few minutes before we make that decision, okay? Sharon, I did go over the sampler class. It's at the very beginning of the video, and tonight is our very last night to register, okay? So great question. All right, let's go ahead and do some stamping, and then we're gonna talk about that scallop circle, all right? So here we are. I am going to use my Stampin' piercing mat, okay, for this tonight, all right? All right, so we're using that tonight, and I'm going to be using this leaf right here in Granny Apple Green, all right? Okay, oh, everybody likes the second circle with the bigger, okay, that's what we're going to use. That is awesome. I love it. So we'll have one card with a smaller circle and one card with a bigger circle. All right, I'm going to do some practicing, okay, because this is a photopolymer stamp. It needs the cushioning. And the other thing is I want to be sure that I get a nice impression and have the right amount of ink on my ink pad, okay? So let's just practice with that first just to see how it looks, okay? All right, so I'm gonna press it here and let's see what happens. All right, so that's our leaf right there. I'm just kind of christening this stamp here. Let's do another one for practice. I think this is gonna be a better one. All right, so I did re-ink my pad. So you do want to be careful when you ink your pad, because sometimes if you make it too juicy, you're going to get some darker ink color in different places, okay? So do think about that, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna do the circle now, okay? And I'll give you the diameter of the circle, and this is for our leaf. And I'm going to press firmly. All right, and we're going to take that off, and that's what we've got. Now, another option would have been to use the Stamparatus, but I already know that my ladybug's going to be covered up there, so I don't have to worry about it, okay? So just be aware of that, all right? Thank you so much, Barbara, and I'm so glad you joined. All right, let me give you the diameter of this circle. So when you go to cut it, you want to make sure that this circle is going to be at least 2 3/8 of an inch wide, all right? So it basically fits the leaf, okay? So let's go back to the card. And so many of you like the second one, so let's do the second one. And then we can compare, because on the first one, I did the smaller scallop circle. Okay, and we'll put this one right here. I just love the red and black together. I'm now going to pop this up. You all knew that we would have to pop up something, right? All right. Here we go. And I'm going to position my leaf about right here, okay? And so here's this one. You can see that the edging of the scallop circle, and then here's the original one. So there they both are. We'll look at them again in a second, okay? So for our very first ladybug, we need to make the ladybug now. And she is a cutie. We've got a ladybug and we've got the wings, all right? And we're gonna need a ladybug body. And so I'm actually going to punch one out, okay? So we need that. And then we also need the body with the designer paper. So let's see where I can squeeze in. This will work. Now I want you to watch this, okay? I am actually going to punch the body, but not the head. Does everybody see that? All right. So like that, okay? So just the body, all right? That's all I'm gonna need, and you'll see why. And then I'm gonna take some Tombow glue. Thank you, Sally. Thank you so much. You girls needed to do Ladybug Bingo with me. We're gonna have a great time. You're gonna make 4 cards that are absolutely precious. And I might even show you those cards, give you a sneak peek next Wednesday night. Whoops, I didn't want it to drop there. All right. So here we go. Here's our little ladybug body. Okay, so that's what you want it to look like, okay? All righty. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pop him up on the card, on the leaf. Okay, this really doesn't need 3 dimensionals, but I'm just going to do it anyway. I know this is an amazing bundle, absolutely. All right, so we're going to bring her on over here, and she's going to be positioned like that on the leaf, all right? Another thing you can do if that white space bugs you, take your Granny Apple Green Stampin' Right marker or blend, and you can shade in that area too, all right? So just a tip. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna stamp the wings. So here are the wings here, and we're gonna use real red ink, okay? Oh, well that's good, Sharon. I'm glad that helped. I know, Joanne, did you order this at our in-person bingo? I'm thinking you may have. All right, so I'm inking in real red, and then I am going to stamp. Okay, so there's my wings. And here's something really cool. All right, we're gonna take the black Memento ink. Oh yes, black dimensionals would be awesome. Why didn't I think of that? That is a great tip. All right, so ladies, I've just inked up the spots. Now this will be a little harder for me because my head is not right over this thing. The camera is. The camera is on top of the wings, and hard for me to see where to put those black dots. All right. So isn't that cool how they fit in there like a puzzle? I love the ladybugs, Joanne. Ladybugs tonight, not bees. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this out so that we can reach it. Hi, Pat from Chicago. So happy to have you tonight. All right. And we're gonna slide this in. All right, I think I'm gonna use a Post-it note for that. All right. Here we go. And I need to cut off this to get it to fit. All right. Yes, it is the DSP from the Together collection. Absolutely. Very good, Sharon. All right, now here's our wings. All right, hang on. All right, see that? All right, and now we have our wings. And I can reuse this Post-it note. All right, so now we're ready to pop these up. And yes, I am going to use some dimensionals. All right. Oh, yes, you could. You could do that, Louise, with the whale or the turtle. It would be adorable. All right. And then we'll peel this off, and we're going to pop the wings up. And it looks so cute with popped up wings. All right. And then this is going to go right here. Okay. And at this point, you could actually add a little wink of Stella. All right. So we'll do that real quick. Now the wink of Stella is going to make that red ink move around a little bit. So you just have to be careful with that. You may not want to touch those black dots. All right. And here we go. All right. So I'm trying not to color the black. I'm afraid that might move into the red. So I don't want to do that. All right. The next thing is to add our words. Hi, Bess. How are you? Isn't she cute? Or he's cute. We're going to use the word hello, and we're going to use real red ink to go with it, okay? And then we're going to stamp it about right there. Now I will, you know what? I'm going to bring that hello down a little bit. Let's bring it down a tad and put it about right there. I'm going to do another one. That looked a little blurry. So see, you can just keep making your hellos until you get it just right. Thank you, Gail. Thank you so much. All right, so where did my scissors go? All right, so okay, so sometimes when I cut like this, my line is never straight. The paper is just never straight. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna cut it at a diagonal, and I don't have to worry about the paper. All right, so you can do that too. And let me just measure this little piece for you. It's just a strip of basic white. And this looks like it's 3/8 of an inch. Okay? Pat, it's so nice to have you tonight. All right. And we're going to use a glue dot. Thank you, Kathleen, for the compliment. I really appreciate it. All right. I keep losing my paper snips tonight. Now, I'm going to add a glue dot right there, okay? And that's where I'm going to put the word hello. Okay? Now we're going to take this darling, darling gingham ribbon. My fave. One of my favorites. I've always liked gingham anyway. All right. So we're going to tie a bow. Maybe I'm going to tie a bow. All right. Let's see here. And this is where, once you get it tied, you have to do all the adjusting, all right, until you get it the size that you want, all right? All right, I'm so glad you ladies love the card. It's an awesome set to have, and I've always liked ladybugs anyway, so, all right. Now we're gonna take another glue dot. So let's pull one out here. And now I'm gonna take the knot of the bow and I'm gonna stick it right on top. All right. I know, I love red and black, Melissa. Absolutely love it. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm putting that bow right in the center between the wings, all right? The center of the wings. And I almost have my card. I'm not done yet. Oh, and you know something else I forgot? You can also do the wink of Stella on your leaf, all right? So don't forget about that. Here I am going to add a flower. Now I'm going to show you one trick, and I'm sure all of you know this trick. First of all, this flower is, what's it called? Pierced Blooms. It's in the annual catalog. And this is what the set looks like. And I love, love, love these stitched flowers and leaves. So that's where that came from, okay? It's in the annual book. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to push down on the center of this flower, okay? And when I do that, then my flower is curling up, which is what I wanted, okay? Now the next thing that I would like to recommend would be the black matte dots. They are amazing. Or you could use the classic matte dots. These dots are flat on top, so they're pretty cool too. And as you can see, I've used just about all the black. But I highly recommend these to go with your Ladybug. And they just might be in your Busy Bee swag bag when you get it. All right, just saying is all. Now I'm gonna add that embellishment. And now I'm ready to add that little yellow flower. Oh, by the way, this is Daffodil Delight cardstock, okay? And I don't think I told you that. And then we're gonna put that dot right there. See that? And then we're gonna add it to the card. And then you can push up your petals. And this is where we can add some Wink of Stella on our leaf. Now you can do this before your Ladybug is put there. Unfortunately, I forgot, which always seems to happen with me and Stella. I tend to forget Stella until the very end. But I'm just going around the Ladybug, and we're just going to put some shimmer on that leaf. Okay? And of course, for some reason, it's hard to see Wink of Stella on the camera. I don't know what's so hard about it, but it can be. Okay, so I'm so glad you like it. Doesn't the yellow just make it pop? It's so cute. And then of course we have the inside here. All right. So this is actually going to go home with someone tonight. So just make sure that you comment this evening, okay? So that you can win this, this card. Oh, let's look at them both again, because remember we changed the scallop circle. So here we are, and I'll zoom out a bit. We changed that scallop circle, and there's the smaller one, and then there is the larger one. So when I was creating it, I was having a hard time deciding which one to do. So now we've got options, right? So, ooh, would shimmer paper work for the small circle? I guess you could stamp on the shimmer paper, Louise. I just never thought about it. So that would be something to try. So I'm so glad y'all like it. All right. Oh, that's so good. I'm so glad y'all like the Ladybug. She is pretty darn cute, isn't she? I know, both work either way. They both work. Even Aunt Ethel loves both of them. And one of them will go home with someone this evening. So that's our first card. Love this little Ladybug. Okay. All right, I'm going to take this piece of paper. I want to show you a trick with the medium daisy punch, okay? This is the medium daisy. It is a current punch, and it's item number 149517. Now, this is what happens to me when it snows in Virginia, okay? I hunker down and I do crazy things. And so one Saturday when we had all the snow, all 3 inches, I labeled all my punches. So I'm really happy I did it because now I have a reference. So Anyway, let me show you how this cute little daisy works, okay? I'm just gonna stamp it in red, all right? And I'll use my mat. And I'm just inking it in the real red ink, okay? And then I'm gonna stamp. Okay, isn't that a cute daisy? So I'm dying to make a card with a little daisy, so that will be coming too, all right? So here we go. We're gonna take the medium daisy punch and we're going to just insert the paper into that. Look at that. All right, and there is our little medium daisy, okay? So I just want you to know that this does coordinate with it, okay? So it's an extra thing that would be fun to pick up and have, okay? So I wanted you to see that. Okay, well now we'll get back to this, and I did this ladybug a little bit differently. So you're gonna learn another technique on how to create your ladybug, okay? Now remember, this is the little treat jar with the ladybugs in it, the ladybug candy, okay? And I put some of that white confetti or white shreddy in there, all right? So here again, I'm using that black scallop circle, all right? Yeah. Kimmy says, we got dumped on. Kimmy, are you in Charlottesville? I'm thinking that's where you said you were from. I mean, when we get 3 inches, we hunker down, right? Absolutely, it's a big deal for us. Okay, so I definitely want to use this size black scallop circle, and I'll measure the paper to give you a reference. This is about a 3-inch diameter, okay? And it's in basic black. And then your granny apple green circle, that's gonna measure about 2 5/8 once it's cut, okay? Now, I want you to take notice of the stitching. Do you see that stitching in there? That stitching, and we've used this before, is from Stitched Greenery Die, okay? And so here it is, the Stitched Greenery Die, and I'm gonna show you how to use it. It's super simple, love this die. I'm gonna zoom out, excuse my reach. All right. And I might need to scoot out a little bit more. Okay, okay. So for this die, you're gonna need your platform number 1. And you're going to need 2. And Anita had asked about the dimensions of the cutting plate. It is 6 inches, Anita. And it's probably about 8.5 inches. All right, so that'll give you a reference. You're gonna need your cutting pad number 3. You're gonna put down your green circle. Now, if you're making a bunch of these, you can get more than 1 circle. You can get 4 circles on this rectangle, okay? So you don't have to cut one at a time or emboss. You can do probably 4 circles, okay? The 4 will fit there. All right, here we go. I'm gonna roll this through. All right. And this likes to get stuck. And so you're gonna take your pick tool and you're gonna lift that up, and then you get that beautiful stitching. Now, how many of you have this die? This is an amazing die to have. All right. And again, that is Granny Apple Green. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back. All right. You're welcome, Anita. I had never thought of that, so. Yeah, this is a very cute treat holder, absolutely. Okay, so we're gonna pop this up for sure. Y'all already knew that, right? That I was gonna pop this up. This one's super easy to put together, especially if you cut a bunch at one time. It will take you no time at all to make these, okay? I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna zoom in. there we go. And all right, so that part is done. And let's bring our little treat jar back in. Again, we're gonna make that same body, okay, like we did once before. So if you missed it the first time, we're actually gonna do it again. We're gonna do the wings differently though. All right, so there's the body. Sometimes the builder punches are harder to punch, and that's because there are different mechanisms in there, okay? Oh no, look what I did. I tore off his little antenna. Hang on, let's see if I can stamp another one. Let's see. I'm gonna grab some black paper so we can stamp another bug. All right, there we go. And there we are. Okay. And let's see. I know, Joanne, I love 3D projects. Absolutely. All right, I'm going to bring that scrap paper in one more time, okay? Let's use all of this first. And again, we're going to stop that designer paper right at it stops where the head is. All right, so it's just the body of it. So there's the body. And it looks like I can still get a couple more bodies out of this one piece. Okay, so you all have seen this before. This is easy to do. Gail says, I must get that die. I know, we used it another time, Gail. What were we making? We made something and used it. I think it was back in the fall with the Eden's Garden set, I think. All right, so this little sweetie's gonna get popped up as well. And I should have thought of those black dimensionals. I have them, but I just haven't used them lately. I think of them like in the fall. All right, so here's our little bug. And now we're gonna do the wings differently, okay? I gotta take out a piece of designer paper that's gotten caught in here. So let me do that. Come on. All right, and I'm gonna insert the real red cardstock, okay? And then I'm gonna punch those wings, and there they are. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm gonna take my piercing mat, and I'm going to take the ink and, all right, we're gonna ink that up. And we are actually going to stamp right on top of those wings. Okay, and then we'll pull it off. Whoops. And there's our wings. All right, so now there's another option for you for creating your cute little bug. I know, wouldn't it be cute with a bee? That's next week, Suzanne. That is next week. Don't get too far ahead, okay? That is definitely next week. All right, here you can use your standard dimensionals. You can also use the minis, okay? Yeah, I've got another surprise up my sleeve for you next week. All right. And then here, this is where we're going to add another bow because y'all know I like embezzlements, right? All right, so let's tie this bow. And really, it's just the same way. All right, and we'll make it smaller. So many of you know that sometimes my husband likes to teach, and he was in my stamp room and he noticed the waves of the ocean suite, and he loved the stamp. And so now he's planning a card. So he might be teaching towards the end of this month. We'll just see. We'll just see. So, all right. And let's see. Let's go ahead and let's add a glue dot. And I'm going to put that knot right on that glue dot, okay? I know, next week's going to be fun. I just couldn't cram it all in this week, you know? I just couldn't get it all done. I'm still trying to make that a little smaller. And then I'm still going to cut that. Try and get the bow as small as I can. All right. There we go. And now we're going to do some stamping. Now look at this thin little piece, all right? This ribbon is called the Black and White Gingham Ribbon, Sally. And let me give you the item number. 156485, all right? All right, Simone, I cannot do twice a week. I wish I could, but I physically cannot do it. All right, so next week, Sharon, we're working on the Ladybug bundle again, and I have some more tricks up my sleeve on how to stamp that ladybug and a few other things. All right, so you won't want to miss it. We are going to stamp You Can Bug Me Anytime. And you know, I should measure this little strip for y'all. Now this may take a couple of tries, and I may have to stand right over it. Ha! I did it! Woohoo! All right, so let me measure this tiny, tiny little strip. It is 1/4 of an inch wide. All right, so that is really, really skinny. Okay, again, I'm gonna cut on a diagonal, all right? And that way I don't have to worry about being straight. I am going to cut off a little bit. Let's see, how do I wanna do that one? I'll do that. All right. And then we are gonna add some little teeny dimensionals. Where did they go? I'm not sure where my little dimensionals went. Here they are. All right, we're gonna pop that up. All right. Oh, believe me, Sharon, takes a lot of practice. I've stamped it quite a few times in the last couple of days. All right. I'm gonna peel that off. And then I'm going to, whoops, almost upside down, huh? I'm actually gonna put it about right here, okay? And then we're gonna add another one of those flowers. It's the Daffodil Delight cardstock. All right. And we're going to add a black dot, a black matte dot. Love these. I'm gonna order some more. And I'm gonna put it right there. I also use some other flowers on these cards, these pierced blooms. So you'll see these again next week and some other cards, okay? And I might even have the bingo cards ready then. And we'll put that about right there. I'm so glad you like it. I love it. And I think the green kind of sets it off. Now, let me show you when you have a lid like this, okay? And you can find these on Amazon, and I will provide the link within the next day or two, all right? All you have to do is, you're gonna add a glue dot, like 4 glue dots, okay? On the lid, that's all you do. And then you stick it down. That is all you do, all right? I will definitely give you notice, Peggy. I love it. All right, well, guess what? I'm gonna send this to someone, okay? I won't be sending the treat jar. It's too hard to mail. But ladies, if you look at this, doesn't this also make a cute tag on a bag? I mean, think about it. This could easily be a tag as well as a treat jar.